The official trailer for Season 3 of Stranger Things has arrived. I've watched it a few times. I'm sure you guys have watched it a few times, and that is why you're here. What does Dave McRae think of the official trailer for Season 3 of Stranger Things? Well, let's talk about it. It's a fucking shit show! What you think you see, what you think you hear, that's what it's about. Mood and atmosphere. No, it's fucking garbage. It's garbage. Mood and atmosphere. Now that I really like. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to see. Hey folks, how you doing? Dave McRae here. Yes, that's right. In this video, I want to give you my thoughts on the official trailer for Season 3 of Stranger Things. Now, you guys have no doubt seen it, probably quite a few times, and you want to know my thoughts on it. I'm a fan of the show. For those of you that are new and might not know, I like the show. I was a young boy growing up through the 1980s. Granted, I was a few years younger than what the characters are in the show, but I had older siblings that were their age, and certainly I was old enough to remember the 80s quite well. So anybody who is my age, 40, a bit older, a bit younger, not too much though, you certainly should remember the 1980s very well. And that's what we were doing in the 1980s. We were out riding our bikes, getting into all sorts of shenanigans, and I saw a great meme online the other day that said, the 1980s, when you'd get yourself into trouble and there was no record of it. It was a much simpler time. So I am a big fan of the show for obvious reasons. And although I will say I like the first season better than the second season, and there's a variety of reasons for that I don't need to go into right now. But I was and still am very much looking forward to Season 3. So this trailer that dropped this morning was a good trailer, and it got me excited for the potentiality of what this season is going to bring. And I have a number of thoughts, but what I want to do is I want to go through the trailer with you guys. So I'm going to screen share my screen, and it's going to bring up the trailer, and we're just going to go through it together, and I'm going to give you my thoughts, and then you guys can comment below and let me know if you had similar thoughts. Maybe there's something I missed that you caught. Maybe there's something I caught that you missed. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes that can happen. So you comment below and let me know, but watch the fucking video first, because maybe I say something that, always watch that video first, folks. Okay, so let's screen grab this here. Let's see. Let's hope I do this correctly. There we go. There's the beginning of the trailer. So let's go through this. So we are first introduced to the character of Dustin. This is no surprise here. Dustin has just got back from camp, I'm assuming, computer camp. Maybe it's fat camp. I don't know. But he seems pretty excited to be home. And then, of course, we think something weird is going on. All his little toys and robots begin to kind of fucking freak out. And did you notice there? Did you notice that when he's looking there? Oh, look at that. Little fucking R2-D2. Star Wars! Love it. Not too familiar with what these other toys are. Are they random generic toys? Do you guys know? Comment below and let me know. I'm not sure. The R2-D2 was the one that obviously stood out to me the most. But, that might be, is that a Transformer there? Maybe that's a Transformer. I'm not sure. Anyway, nonetheless, he's excited to be home, and these toys start to fucking go crazy. Hey, there's Battleship in the corner there. Did you guys see that? I never played Battleship. I think to this day, I've never played Battleship. Maybe it's time I go to Walmart and pick up a Battleship. Do they still have Battleship? I have no fucking idea. Anyway, so obviously we are led to believe that there's something weird going on. There's something supernatural, but maybe more in the threatening sense that all these toys are suddenly coming alive by themselves. And Dustin is following the toys down the hallway with a can of spray that looks like fucking what's-her-face. Anyway. Whatever's going on there. What's that can of spray? What the fuck is her name? I think that's Farrah Fawcett, is it not? I think that was, yes, that's Farrah Fawcett. And I think that goes back to Season 2 of Stranger Things as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is in season 2 of Stranger Things. But I stand to be corrected because I am actually in the middle of rewatching season 2 now in preparation for season 3. I rewatched season 1 and now I'm in the middle of watching season 2. So I stand to be corrected. I haven't got to that episode yet where I think this is introduced in the second season. But maybe I'm completely out to fucking lunch. Anyway, and also it looks like the actor who plays Dustin, he's becoming less vertically challenged and the weight seems to be coming off him. So he's no longer like the fat chunky kid in the group, right? Every Losers Club, every coming of age story always has the fat chunky kid. They had it in Stand By Me. They had it in It. They had it in that girl one from the 1990s. What the hell was that one with it was a coming of age too with Rosie O'Donnell and oh god, what was the name of that movie? Anyway, there's always that fat chunky kid. And, but Dustin seems to be kind of, he's extending, he's growing. He doesn't look that chunky here. I don't know. What do you guys think? He looks kind of normal. Looks kind of normal to me. Oh, I remember wearing socks like that. Anyway, socks that high. So yeah, so he thinks something weird is fucking going on, right? He's walking down the hallway. And then, of course, we cut to a shot of... the main gang, the main crew. And they all look, like they're fucking going through puberty. I mean, like, seriously going through major puberty. Mikey looks like a little bit like Christopher Reeves here. I mean, he literally looks like he's a 30-year-old man. I mean, he looks so much older than what he was. I mean, because that's the age, right? I mean, all these kids are between the ages of like 14 and 17 or somewhere in that bracket. I think the actor who plays Lucas, I think he's the oldest. I think. I stand to be corrected, but I think he might be the oldest, actually. But nonetheless, they're all at that age where, the jump, like when you're 13 or 14 or 12, well, let's say 12 and 13. The difference between 12 and 13 and 15 and 16 is fucking huge. Like you grow, your voice drops, and you grow like fucking 4 inches in a summer and it really is noticeable. So this is that age where it's kind of like, fuck, they're really like, man, they are hitting puberty. I mean, Mikey's got the fucking Christopher Reeves thing going. And I love the wigs they have. Like it's just great. Love that shit. And then, of course, we come to the end here to Millie Bobby Brown to 11. And then, of course, it's revealed that, it's Millie Bobby Brown. It's 11 that is actually the one controlling these things because they want to surprise Dustin. And they do surprise him in the most horrific sort of way. Now, look at that. Okay, now this is probably the scariest face you will ever fucking see. Forget that this is one of our protagonists. Forget that this is a funny sort of cute climactic scene where the scare is all innocent and all that kind of shit. Just look at that face. Now take that face, crop it, okay, and put some different dark lighting around that shit, and that is a scary fucking face. That would give Toni Collette and her face in Hereditary a run for its money. I mean, holy fucking shit. As soon as I saw that, I was like, damn, man. And the braces and the teeth kind of still coming in shit. It's like, holy fuck. That's some serious scary shit right there. Somebody, look at this. Like, ah! I mean, Jesus, that's frightening. Absolutely frightening. Now, this is a great opening here. Of course, we have a awesome remix of the Who's Baba O'Reilly song playing. They seem to be putting up some sort of antenna, which is really interesting. And it definitely looks like something they've all sort of created. This is a classic coming of age, like every coming of age movie, every coming of age story has to have some sort of shot with, the main group walking in a field with the clouds and the sun. And, it conveys, it was a simpler time. It was just a simpler time. We're out and about and everything's so fun and innocent and sweet. And then we're putting up this makeshift antenna, which is probably designed to obviously, I don't think it's designed to transmit anything. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's a receiver instead of a transmitter. And that's, or maybe it's both. Maybe it's a receiver and a transmitter. Now that's a cool shot there. Of course, we have a shot of the Hawkins Post. So this is a little community newspaper. And I believe this is where Gary Busey's son, who actually is in the movie, he's going to be playing a reporter, but a reporter that is, kind of shady and not very trustworthy as far as I know. So I'm very curious to see how the Hawkins Post, because this is a new edition. This is something that is going to play probably an integral role, and more so than I think it probably has in past seasons. And obviously with a shady sort of reporter from the Hawkins Post, I'm really interested to see how that plays out. And I love that the Hawkins Post, like the sign, is on the outside of this real shitty looking rundown building that just executes even more again that you're in this small town in Indiana. You know what I mean? Where there's maybe 15, 20,000 people at most. It's this little tiny community newspaper. And I love that it's not a polished sort of pristine kind of building, something you would expect from something called the such and such Post. Do you know what I mean? Because you would expect something a little more, glossier and pristine. This just looks like, this is a newspaper that's been around for a long time, and there are fucking people in that building right now smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee, and typing on typewriters. And that's exactly what I get by looking at the outside of this building. So, pretty cool stuff. Now the next shot here, okay, well this is cool. This, at first, when I first saw this shot, I literally thought that was Michael Shannon sitting there. Does he not look like Michael Shannon? I was like, was that the fuck? Michael Shannon's in season 3 of Stranger Things? Oh, fuck. Because Michael Shannon is a great actor. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know what the fuck Charlie Heaton's been doing, who plays Jonathan Byers. But Jonathan Byers, to me anyway, is starting to look like Michael Shannon. Now, a lot of people were like, where the hell is Nancy in this trailer? She is in the trailer, although not a lot, but that's her sitting there beside Jonathan. You probably didn't recognize her because of the hairdo, but that was the kind of hairdo that a lot of women had in 1985. So, no, that's her. That's her there. Nothing to worry about, folks. Nothing to worry about. Fuck, man, that looks so much like Michael Shannon to me. Anyway, let's move on here. So, here's a great pool scene, and then we see Billy Hargrove. I think something bad's gonna happen to Billy Hargrove. Well, obviously that's no shock because we see something crazy happening to him in the shower. Let's go back here. So here we have Hopper. Hopper is smoking a cigarette in a restaurant. Look at all these. Look, the production design on Stranger Things is fantastic. I have to give credit where credit is due, and the production design is great. I mean, just down to the finest details in terms of the napkins and the set and the clothing and the necklace that this woman here is wearing, the hairstyles, the attention to detail to make it really feel like it's the 80s, the mid 80s as well, 1985, not the late 80s where you started to kind of feel that 90s, early 90s grunge seeping into the pop culture. This is totally the mid 80s. This is full on 80s. And, it's great to see. I love it. And Hopper is clearly waiting for somebody. Now, who is he waiting for? Now, the way this is edited, because the very next shot is of Joyce, the way it's put together, it's trying to get you to think that, oh, he's waiting for Joyce and Joyce stood him up. But that's not necessarily what exactly is happening. There could be a number of people that he's waiting for that may not have anything to do with Joyce. Granted, it does look like a restaurant where you would have dinner with a significant other or with, at the very least, somebody of the opposite sex. It doesn't necessarily look like an environment where Hopper is going to have dinner or lunch or whatever time of day it is. It's probably supper time with, a fellow, colleague or, a dude. It looks a little too intimate, right? It looks a little too romantic, but it's not necessarily Joyce. It's alluded to that because of the editing, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say I'm not fully convinced it's Joyce, even though we do see Joyce in the very next shot here. And she's kind of at home on her own, having a TV dinner. Of course, that is the contrast, and I do understand that. So when you go back here and you see Hopper, obviously this is a very fancy fine dining sort of restaurant. And then, of course, we cut to Joyce, who's clearly in her sweats and a t-shirt, having some TV dinner with a glass of wine. So the contrast between the two shots is very deliberate. One is very sort of, ritzy and important, and the other is just kind of like, I'm a fucking schlub on the couch and I don't give a shit. So they could be related, 100%, but I'm not fully convinced of it. So we continue on here, and then we get, a nice shot of Mikey. Look at this guy. He's the puberty. It's like night and day from where he was in season 2 and even playing Richie in It. Unbelievable. Now, I'm curious. I don't immediately recognize this house. Do you guys? It's not Mikey's house. Is that, that's not Dustin's house. Whose house is that? Oh, maybe that's Max's house. Is it Max's? I can't remember. Comment below and let me know. A lot of you guys probably be like, it's this, Dave. It's this. I can count on you guys. Don't immediately remember it anyway, unless it's new. Maybe it's a new location, but he's looking back there. What is he thinking? What is he thinking? Is there somebody in there? Did he see something in there? Did he have a deja vu? What is Mikey thinking? What is going on? What is this young Christopher Reeves, future Superman, thinking? He does. To me, he does. Anyway, kind of has that vibe to him. So let's continue on here. So then we got some sock feet dancing. This is Max dancing to some music and singing into a microphone. This is cute because this just clearly shows that girls are being girls. And we have to remember that Max and 11 are sort of, even though Max has probably had more of a normal childhood than 11 has, we have to remember that Max still comes from a very difficult and abusive background. So although she, for all intents and purposes may have experienced school and a movie theater and ice cream and, certain things that 11 hasn't, she comes from a very traumatic and abusive background. And I have no doubt we'll get to know more about that in this season. So these two, even though Max hasn't had quite the ambiguous sort of where the fuck did I come from and everything is so fucking new like 11 has, they're bonding on a certain level. It's not just because they're two young girls, although that's part of it, and they're the only two girls in the group, and naturally, as you get older, you would get closer to the other girl. Absolutely 100%. But there's something deeper there, right? There's a commonality. Not totally 100%, but there's a commonality at a base level, at the very least, that they can share in, that they're both different. One is extremely different, of course, but they both feel sort of a little unique in their own sort of way. And of course, 11 is looking at some magazines there. So this is just showing that they are typical teenagers. And this is interesting. So the receiver is up. I'm assuming it's a receiver. I don't think it's a transmitter. I think it's a receiver. And of course, it looks like a storm is kind of brewing on the horizon here. This looks like the location for the poster that we saw. And everybody is running away. And I don't want to put up the audio here, but I think Dustin says, like, where are you guys going? What's going on? Or, why are you leaving? Something to that effect. There we go. Camp Nowhere. Camp Nowhere. It was right on his fucking shirt the whole time. Camp Nowhere. And there was a movie starring Christopher Lloyd called Camp Nowhere. So that's cute. That's cute. All right. So it's computer camp. It's not fat camp. I was just going to say, if it was fucking fat camp, man, that fat camp worked. Holy shit. Anyway. So, interesting. I got to know more about that. Now, this is kind of funny. So this is cute. So we have Will, Will, there he is again. He's all wet again, thinking what the fuck's going on. And he's looking at this photograph of a simpler time not too long ago. Yes, a simpler time, say 9 months ago. This is the thing about Stranger Things. This is the thing that's kind of funny that nobody seems to talk about. The first season took place in the fall of 1983. The second season took place in the fall of 1984. And the third season is taking place just 9 months later in the summer of 1985. So everything that happened in season 1, and everything that happened in season 2, and everything that's about to happen in season 3 all takes place in a year and a half. It's just like, I get why he's looking at this. And when you're a child, 9 months can seem like 9 years. You know, I totally get that. But it's kind of funny because when you look at this photograph, yeah, they've aged so much since then. But in the actual canon timeline, that image is really only 9 months ago. So it just seems like kind of fun. Oh, I remember this. Like it kind of gives the feeling like he's looking at a photograph that's like, 30 years old or something to that effect, when really it's like not even a year old, dude. Like, but when you're a kid, when you're that age, that can seem like forever ago. So I understand that. Why he's wet here though, I don't know. I mean, this is Stranger Things, unless there's a fucking leak in his house or wherever he is. No, it looks like he just came in from outside. So he's come in from outside from some sort of storm, and he's looking at this and he's like, oh, look at that face. What does that face mean there, guys? What do you think? Is he wincing? Is he looking at that? Does he have the face of, I'm going to miss you? Does he have the face of, where are you guys? Does he have the face of, I'm going to miss all of you because I need to sacrifice myself for a greater cause, the bigger picture? It's up to me, and I am the only one that can do it, and I'm looking at a photograph of my friends for the very last time because I'm never going to see them again? Oh, maybe that's the face. What do you guys think? Comment below and let me know. Creepy shit. That's all I'm going to say right there. So this is a cute scene. This obviously is Dustin and Steve. Obviously, they've continued their unlikely, interesting friendship into the 3rd season. And I do like that at the end of the trailer, the girl behind the counter there says something to the effect of, so when did you start hanging out with children, or why are you hanging out with kids, or, or something like that? Because it is a little strange. Listen, I'm 40 years old. If I have friends that are 42 or 43 or 37 or, 38, the older you get, the more marginal age becomes, right? It's really not that much of a difference. But when, say, you're 17 and let's say you're 14, that's a big fucking difference. I mean, we all remember high school when you would be like 16 and you'd see a cute girl and then you'd find out she was 14. It was like, whoa, dude, robbing the cradle, man. Fuck right off. But if you're 29 and 26, it's not really a big deal, right? So that kind of thing dissipates the older you get. But certainly when you're in high school, and these kids are probably just starting high school, and Steve is either, he's on his way out, right? Because I think he graduated the year before. I think he graduated in season 2, if I'm not mistaken. So he's either in his last year or he's gone. So he's probably 18, maybe even 19. And Dustin's probably, 14, maybe 15. I mean, the actual actor is, but I'm talking about the character is probably 14. So yeah, that's a, now obviously they do have a bond and they have a history. So when you see him, there's clearly that sort of connection, that emotional connection that the two characters have. But nonetheless, it is kind of interesting. And I'm glad that, they drew attention to that, because it's kind of like, yeah, why are you hanging out with this kid? Like, because at that age, it's so extreme, right? The age is so apparent. This July 4th. And here's our first look at Starcourt Mall. Now, this, of course, is a mall in Atlanta, Georgia. Tony Michael, the guy I do the podcast with, Two Dudes and Some Bullshit, has been to this mall many times. And he knew when they were shooting over there. So this is a new mall. Now, this is a new mall that has opened up in Hawkins, Indiana. And not everybody is happy about this new mall opening up, but malls back in the 80s, when a new mall would open up, it was a big fucking deal. Malls are dying by the dozens now in 2019. But in 1985, going to the mall was like, wow, you could go to the mall. Now you can pretty much buy anything you want online. And even though I'm still kind of old fart when it comes to that kind of thing, I still, even though I can buy movies online and I can buy electronics online and there's certain things I can buy online, I still love going to the store and having it right away. I love the immediacy of it. Yes, I know you can choose, Amazon Prime, and you can, have it delivered to you the next day. And maybe sometimes if you can get in at a certain time, you might be able to get like same day delivery. Who knows? Depending on how close you are to an Amazon shipment facility, who the fuck knows? I'm actually fairly close to one, but yeah, so, but back in the 80s, this was a huge thing. This was a big deal. Malls opening up. Oh my God, it was fucking incredible. So, and you can definitely see this on the face. the two faces here. So we cut from that scene, we cut into this shot here of Max and 11. Now look at Max's face. Okay, let's just watch the scene play it here before I give you some analysis. So when you look at Max's face, okay, and look at 11's face, just look at those two faces again. Look at Max's face, look at 11's face. Max is clearly the one more familiar, sorry. Max is clearly the one more familiar with what a mall is and what a mall is all about and what it's like being in a mall. And she's really excited. 11, on the other hand, has never seen anything like this. I mean, she's just like, what the fuck is this? This is a mall? You can go like watch a movie here and get ice cream here and get food here and buy clothing here and God knows what else. She's probably never been in an elevator. Well, maybe she has in the old sort of Hawkins lab, but certainly she's probably never been on an escalator. So don't be surprised if, you know, they draw attention to that in this new season. So I like that. I like the contrast between the two actors. Max is clearly excited as she looks around, and 11 is just like, what the fuck? She's more in bewilderment, like, whoa. She's excited. I mean, 11 is excited inside, but there's clearly that dumbfounded sort of wow spectacle, whereas Max is kind of like, yeah, I've seen this kind of thing before. I'm from fucking California, and now we have something like this in Hawkins. Woo! That's where Max is. Okay, so let's move on here. We have City Hall, and we have, oh, let's go back there. We had some protesters outside City Hall. So, yeah, here are some protesters outside City Hall. So clearly not everybody is happy about this new downtown mall. At least that's what I'm assuming. Now, Mayor Klein is the mayor of Hawkins, and obviously they're making fun of his name here. They have swine. We have Hawkins is downtown. We have support downtown. Mayor, probably a play again on his name, probably an insult. What's back here? Pro downtown. Mom and Pop got kids to feed. Mom and Pop got kids to feed. So there's all these kind of crazy, kind of fun signs. These extras probably had a ball doing this. So clearly not everybody is happy with this new downtown mall. We move along here and we have a fair. Oh, it's probably, this is July the 4th, clearly. July the 4th festivities, I'm assuming. And then we have Hopper looking like a fucking porn star right out of the 80s. I love it. Okay, now this is the most interesting part of the trailer for me. At least I think so. Because this is a guy that we are led to believe is not a good guy. I mean, my first thought was, is this fucking Arnold from the Terminator? Like, that's what it felt like, right? He has the stature and the presence and the feel. He's not quite as big as Arnold, but he's got that vibe to him, right? That Terminator, that calm, cool, and collected, that great white shark that just very sort of focused on the task at hand, and definitely has that vibe. Although he is kind of a big dude. He's kind of a big dude. Yeah, I take that back. He is a big dude, and he's got that Arnold sort of look to him. Look at this fucking jaw. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely I think that's what they were going for when they cast him. I don't think he's Arnold, and I don't think he's necessarily a Terminator from the future, but I think that when they wrote this guy into the movie and when they went to cast this guy, they definitely were looking for somebody that had that Arnold Schwarzenegger 1984 Terminator vibe. No doubt in my mind. So we got some exposition here with Hopper, and okay, so things really start to speed up here. So we got some exposition with Hopper saying that, he's basically saying that, you know, I don't want you to leave the town. I want you to feel safe here. And Joyce, are they in the same location? Yeah, they could be in the same location. I don't want these two to get together. I really don't. I have no doubt in my mind, and my girlfriend thinks this too, and she's probably right, that by the end of the whole fucking series, Hopper and Joyce will be together. And I said this before, and I will say it again. I don't think they should get together. I really don't. Listen, maybe they great for a fling, but Joyce is far too fucking neurotic for Hopper. She would piss Hopper off. She'd be so fucking annoying to Hopper, and Hopper's far too independent. You know what I mean? He'll have a woman here, a woman there, and Unless there's some huge thing in their story arc where it changes a bit about their character, I just don't think they should get together. But that's me. Because I don't think it would last. I think it's fucking pointless. So this is interesting. So we have Millie Bobby Brown as 11 on a beach with what looks like to be an ocean out there, or a very large lake at the very least. And of course we know Indiana doesn't have lakes, I don't think that size. So now, is this a dream? Is she in the upside down here? Is she in the upside down? Has she actually gone to the West Coast, or maybe the East Coast? Has she left Indiana? I don't know. Fascinating. Now we know that this is definitely in the other realm. This is in her subconscious, when she taps into her subconscious and she can communicate and see things. Obviously, we know that. And water plays a huge part. When you're trying to symbolize the unconscious and the subconscious, water plays a huge part, because when you're in water, when you're drowning, obviously that acts as sort of the subconscious in terms of our psyche. So that played a huge role in season 1. It played a huge role in season 2, and it looks like it's playing another huge role in season 3. This almost looks like she was in a bathtub and the bathtub broke away, and then of course she's here. It looks like she's drowning. Yes. Ooh, very interesting. One summer can change everything. All right. So this is Billy. Oh, something's happening to Billy. Think something's going to happen. Let's just zip through this here, because these things get really fast. So let's zip through this and see what we see. Yeah, just a bunch of crazy fucking shit there. Now that was interesting. That actually looked like Lucas's sister, because that's not Lucas. That might be Lucas's younger sister pulling a fucking Die Hard here. I love it. That's awesome. And this here, this is like straight out of fucking Terminator Ghostbuster shit. Now, obviously somebody from the lab maybe, but I thought they closed down the lab, but maybe there's some sort of device that has been built unbeknownst to everybody else, or maybe was stolen from the lab. It doesn't look like, looks like they could, where could they be there? They could be anywhere, maybe a high school gymnasium or some other building perhaps. Maybe it is the lab. Maybe somebody breaks into the lab. Who knows what the fuck is going on there? But really cool stuff. Something has gone awry here that is going to set the next sequence of events in motion. And then we get, I think that's Lucas's younger sister pulling a Bruce Willis in the vents. And then we get this really cool shot. Now this no doubt probably is a shot from the last episode of the season, which of course is Battle for Starcourt, I think is the name of the 8th and final episode of season 3. And we see Nancy here, of course, but we see everybody here, including this new chick who works with Steve. And there's 11, of course, and there's Michael Shannon looking a little more like Jonathan Byers. But my guess, because this is at the mall and because everybody's together and everybody's exhausted and shit looks like shit has just gone down and they're looking at something really fucking crazy, I get a sense that this is probably the last episode. But maybe not. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Then we go from that to some, I think, fireworks. I think the mayor says, yeah, happy 4th of July. Mayor Klein, get the fireworks in there. Some rats. Oh, there's Gary Busey's son. Gary Busey's son, folks. Fuck, I forget his name. But yeah, he plays this weird, disingenuous reporter, as far as I know, anyway. And people can elaborate on that in the comments section. And we go on from that, and we see 11. Looks like, oh, she's at a grocery store or a convenience store with some Eggos behind her, and she's got an American flag wrapped around her eyes. Clearly, now, she does that when she doesn't have immediate access to water, right? So she will actually put that around her. I think she does that even when she's in the water. So clearly she's trying to tap into her subconscious and do some maybe even remote viewing of some kind, which is kind of what she does. And of course, we move on here and we see Hopper's got his gun drawn. Where are we here? There we go. The porn star of the 80s, man. You see that fucking tiger behind him? Oh, you're a tiger, Hopper. You're a fucking tiger with that stash. Look at that gun. Holy shit. Straight out of an 80s cop show. Then we get some rides. And we get Michael Shannon again. Jonathan Byers. Looks like they're in a hospital here. And this creature is rising. And there's a bit of crossfade there of two characters. So there's Lucas. It's really quick. Lucas has got his old slingshot out. And then Nancy. There's the Nancy we know and love. Her hairstyle is all crazy. I wonder whose eye that is. Eyelashes are quite long. Could be a female. Could be a man, though. I have very short eyelashes, so don't go by that. And then this is fun. This is fun because this is classic 1980s. The only thing missing here is Suzanne Summers' Thigh Master. Get that fucking Thigh Master in there. I love it. It's great. A lot of fun. And then, of course, we go back to, oh, wait a minute. We go back to the monster rising even further. And then we got that guy that is sort of playing the Arnold role, let's say, shooting what looks like a fucking semi-automatic machine gun. Now, here's the thing that I want to know about this guy. Maybe he actually is a good guy. We're led to think that, he's probably a bad guy, but maybe not. Maybe he's a good guy. Maybe he actually is a good guy. And, but we think he might be a bad guy and everybody else thinks he's a bad guy, but maybe he's actually come to help everybody there. Maybe he's come because he's like, fuck, he knows more than meets the eye. He has inside knowledge into the much larger picture when it comes to 11 and the lab and what's going on and all the others like 11 that are out there, right? Because remember, she's 11, but where's 1? Where's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Well, we know where 8 is, but where's 9 and 10, right? So fascinating stuff. Maybe he's not the bad guy we think he is. You know, maybe he's not Arnold from Terminator. Maybe he's actually Arnold from Terminator 2. Interesting. That's a cute shot. Where are we here? Girls having some fun. Kind of cute. And we go along here and we have, I don't know who these characters are, but they look very ominous. They look almost like Invasion of the Body Snatchers-esque. Like they are the doppelgangers of the individuals that are actually these people. Just looks creepy. Doesn't mean anything necessarily, but it does look fucking creepy. I will give it that. And then, of course, we got Steve and the monster rising a bit more. And look at this shot. That's fucking Steve. Somebody is injecting Steve with something. No, Steve! No! What could this possibly be? Is Steve going to die? Will Steve survive the needle jamming into his neck? Tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. I don't think he yelled it that much. I don't think it was like, same bat time, same bat channel. But fascinating. I want to know, is it somebody that is trying to kill Steve? Steve looks like he's been through the fucking ringer here. He's got a black eye, a bloody nose, but yet his teeth are fucking immaculate. His teeth are amazing. Steve, your teeth are wonderful. But his eye is fucked up, his nose is a bit bloody, and his upper lip there, and somebody is jamming him with something. Are they trying to kill him? Is it poison? Or maybe they're just trying to kind of tune him out, like how they do in Star Wars with C-3PO. Well, we don't want to kill you, but we just want to turn you off because you're fucking annoying right now, and we can't deal with your shit. And maybe that's what this is. But maybe not. Maybe somebody's trying to fucking kill him. I'm interested to see how that plays out. And we move along here, and this looks like a girl talking to Billy. Look at this. Look at the look on this woman's face. Hi, Billy. I think you're very sexy, topless, walking around this beach, pretending you're a lifeguard and all virtuous and shit when you really don't care about people. That's basically what she's saying. And that's clearly Billy looking at her going, yeah, that's right, bitch. Come over to my place tonight. I'm very curious to see Billy's arc in this movie because he's got to have an arc because at this very moment, he's expendable. And maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe they're going to kill him off. Maybe he's the character that they kill off in this season. It's going to be Billy because as of right now, he's pretty fucking expendable. And unless he has some sort of 180 arc where we can now become emotionally attached to him in sort of a good way, like maybe he's not all sort of sunshine and rainbows, but there's something about his character that we can sort of glom onto, very much like Steve in the first season, right? Steve was a fucking dick. And if he had died, nobody would have really cared. But he had a bit of change of heart. He had that arc. There was that sort of, development that happened with Steve towards the end of the first season that we were actually like, I kind of like Steve now. Is Billy going to have the same sort of arc? Because right now he's fucking expendable and I couldn't care less if he dies. Okay, moving along. Oh, that looks like Billy Bobby Brown's 11 doing some fucking interpretive dance or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. No, clearly there's something obviously happening in the in her subconscious. Fascinating. And then we move along here, and oh, look at this! Now that's a better looking kiss. I buy that kiss because obviously they're older, the actors are older, and they can plant one on each other and you actually can believe it. Whereas obviously the kiss they tried to plant on each other in the at the end of the second season, they were a bit younger and more inexperienced, and it kind of came off as, which is actually works. It actually works because that's kind of sweet. That's kind of sweet in the end. But this looks like more of a hard-on, full-on, I'm going to plant this on your fucking lips whether you like it or not. So obviously we know they kiss in this. No shock there. Ooh, what the fuck is going on here? Will, what's happening to Will? Not sure what's going on. And there, of course, is the, that's that fucking journalist guy. Yeah, swing that fucking station wagon around like you mean it. That's fucking Michael Myers in that fucking station wagon, bitches. Anyway, so there's Will Byers looking a little ominous, like he knows something, like he's. Here's the thing with Will. Will is different. Will is like the yin to Eleven's yang, or the yang to Eleven's yin, and I really think there is a connection there between those two, even though there might be a romantic connection brewing between Mike and Eleven, because that's obviously something they began in the first season. There's another connection that isn't necessarily a romantic one between Will and Eleven, and I've always thought that. Continuing on here, yeah, there's that fucking journalist. What that journalist from the first season just going crazy. He looks like he's lost his fucking marbles and he's drunk now. Like he was kind of calm, cool, and collected in the second season. But right now he seems like, I don't fucking care anymore. I've lost it. I quit my job. My wife left me. I'm fat and I'm eating mac and cheese for dinner every night. That is exactly what that fucking says to me. Hilarious. Because everybody else in the background looks not quite as urgent as he does. This guy here looks like he's having a good time. This woman's kind of like, what the fuck's this guy doing? And he's like, I don't care anymore. It's all over. The humanity. It's kind of like what it is. And I buy it. This person I don't recognize. Comment below and let me know who she is. Let's move along here. 11, yes, looks like she's in the, the cabin, the house that's in the woods where her and Hopper stay. And she has some sort of moment here. Ooh, look at the light above her shining bright and using her powers. And of course, this is where we see the monster, the new incarnation of the monster. There it is, folks. That is what we're dealing with in season 3. Or is it? Maybe that's just the tip of the iceberg and there's something bigger and larger that we're going to deal with in season 3. Who the fuck knows? But fascinating nonetheless. Really creepy. I like that. I mean, it looks similar, but it's different enough that it's refreshing to see. It's different enough that it's refreshing to see. Although it's still in the same vein, it's different enough and refreshing to see. And that essentially, we know what happens there. That essentially is the trailer for season 3 of Stranger Things, ladies and gentlemen. So those are, now that we've gone through it, what are my overall thoughts? It looks good, but there's no doubt in my mind that this is a season where there's going to be a lot of character development. The kids are going through growing pains. So although we're probably going to get a lot of horror and a lot of sci-fi and the typical Stranger Things mystery that we know and love, there's going to be a lot of focus on developing these characters further because of the time in their lives these characters are in. So there's a lot of growing pains that we're going to see them all go through, and that's going to be a main focus of this new season. That's what I suspect. I don't think it's going to be just the full-on mystery that was season 1, because season 2 wasn't that. And season 2, you started to see a bit of the development seep in, a bit more exposition, a bit more things about who people are, because they're growing. And naturally, you need that, because you need the characters' arcs to continue to evolve and grow, because you need to continue to be emotionally attached to them and watch their journey take place. There's no doubt you're going to get a boatload of that in this new season, more than you ever got in season 2, and certainly more than you ever got in season 1, because of where these characters are in the times of their lives. the times of their lives. But where they are, I mean, that's important. So there's going to be heavy on the drama in this season. And I don't mean unnecessary drama. I mean drama in the sense of the genre. It's going to be a mystery science fiction drama is probably what this new season is going to be like. And you need that. You need a bit of that because these characters are 14 now, 15, 16. They're entering high school. You know, they're hitting puberty and they're getting interested in guys and girls and all that kind of shit. So we need to see those things evolve. We need to see them being children. We need to buy that they're still kids, even though this fucking crazy thing is happening around them, and how do they cope with that? You know, we need to see what kind of bond will keep them together or what will fracture that bond moving forward. So that's what I think we're going to see. Those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on the trailer. Not a lot to go on. Again, I mean, it doesn't tell us really anything about the story. There's just some ambiguous things in there that we can speculate on, and that's what I try to do here and make it as entertaining for you as possible. But those are sort of my overall thoughts. I think it's going to be heavy on the development and still have that science fiction-y thing in there, but you're really going to get to know these characters more so than you ever have, and we have to. In order to continue to care about them, we need to have that kind of shit going on. So anyways, folks, my name's Dave McRae. Comment below and let me know your thoughts. What did you think of Season 3's official trailer? Are you excited about it? What sort of things did you notice in here that maybe I didn't? Were there things that I noticed and commented on that maybe you didn't? Again, I was trying to keep it light. I wasn't doing a heavily detailed analysis. I was just trying to have some fun and go through it with you guys. But comment below and let me know your thoughts. I would love to know. If you want to follow me on Facebook, you can at facebook.com/manythingsdavemcrae. That's where I tend to post in the meantime and in between time when I'm not posting here. The link is in the description, as well as links to everything else down there you can click on until your heart's content. So in the meantime and in between time, I will talk to you guys soon. Cheers.